I love it. It was awesome. Yeah, it was a good experience, and I would do it again.
Let's keep it going. Welcome your next comic to the stage, Mark Aquino.
Hello, Mike says. So, I love turtles! And I dated this girl who reminds me of a turtle. So, I've been single recently, and hold your applause. And yesterday, I've been thinking how I've been with a bunch of ladies in my life. About 3.5. One was a misconnection. I know, I'm such a player, right? The second girl was so pretty, she had perfect body. Can't even imagine it, but... you know what's the best thing about her? She fucked like a dead fish. Every time we had sex, she just lays there, doesn't do any work, and moans like a turtle. Of course she was Asian. Talking about being Asian, I feel like New Year's every time I see a white person, because they always greet me. They say, "Gong hei fat choy." Oh, that's really nice. Except, I'm fucking Filipino. Just in case you didn't hear, I'm Filipino. And I know a lot of Asian people. See, I don't know what's worst. White people trying to speak our language, or Asian trying to be Canadians. See, I know this mom and daughter, but the only Tim Hortons they could find was Dr. Timothy Hortons. And they still went in for double doubles. So they came out with boob jobs. And like I said, I'm Filipino, and we're hardworking people. That's why some of us have 2 labor jobs or 3 labor jobs. What can I say? We really love hand jobs. That's why some mechanics uses ratchets for hand jobs. Some carpenters uses hardwood for hand jobs. Everyone has had that cheap hand job. Being a handyman requires a lot of hand jobs, so I can say. But I'm not into studying hard work, so I became a real estate advisor, like my family. And I often get asked why I'm also a comedian. Well, if you ever hear my family joke around, it's like, "Hey, son, this guy thought equity was for money spending. Ha 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 ha." And of course I'd go back, "Dad, this guy wants to rent instead of buying a home. Ha 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 ha." I'm the funny one, right? I like being a young realtor. People believe me, I think. But I wouldn't know. They don't pick up my phone calls. But I keep calling you anyways. Because, well, I just assumed that you were busy with your hands. But piece of advice though, you can use 2 hands at work. One for the phone and one for a hand job. Hello, Mark. I'd like a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home. Hey, can I call you back? I just need to finish off my work. Hi, sir. Your shake is ready. And that's the perks of being in business. Using both hands and hard work. And I remember, and it runs in the family, by the way. And I remember what my grandfather told me, or told my dad before he passed away. He said, "Son, take care of my land and stocks." And I know someday my dad will tell me, "Mark, don't you ever forget to teach your kids the proper hand job." Good night, everyone.